3, 2, 1, go. Oh, that was really bad luck. Holy smokes, we got people. Whoa, what is going on? Holy Raider. Lots of Quest for Glory hype. Okay, Joe, I appreciate it. Holy smokes. Okay, we got something going on here. Well, you caught the right time. You caught the time. Raid, welcome everybody. We got some Quest for Glory just starting over here. Thanks, Macaros, for the follow. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Let's see if I can get one going good here. We're doing all 5 games. If you're sticking around, enjoy it. First game goes by real fast. Here we go, right to the end game, right away. Right through, hop over the bar the door, move the chair, move the candle, climb the table, open the door, good time. This could be a good, really good time. That's a new record. Whew! This is Quest for Glory 1. Yes, I did, David. That is a 110. That is a brand new record right on the thing, right at the time as everybody shows up for the raid. Whew. Okay, way to perform under pressure. Yeah, that's got to be the hype right there. Thank you, thank you. Notice I didn't set the timer. We're heading into Quest for Glory 2 now. We'll be going through all 5 games. It'll take a little less than an hour as long as I don't screw things up. But even with the number of people that are here, I probably will just keep going, even if there's a little bit of a screw up. So, appreciate the follower. Lady Venora, Lady Venora, I'll get that right. I'm terrible with names and pronunciations. Jeez, hello everybody. Alright, a couple more followers here. You picked the right time to show up. Light Silver Star, appreciate the follow. We're gonna keep going here. Oh, don't worry, I keep my eyes on the other screen for the first 2 games. Once you get to the 3rd and 4th game, I start paying attention to the chat a little bit more. But we got a few minutes here. Super Cream Puff, thanks for the follow. Oh my gosh, things are going a little nuts right now. Angry Water Buffalo, I appreciate it. Jeez, Joe with the it came out of nowhere. Just started the stream like 10 minutes ago, too. Another follower. Renigna, alright. What a nuts. Yes. Dinosaurs instead of... That's one way to look at it, Raptor. That's one way to look at it. Yep. Stream Quest for Glory. I am looking for actual solid... Jeez, okay. Raptor, thanks for the follow. I am looking for actual, records here. This is a record attempt. I have it. It's at 5602 right now. I am looking for a sub-56 run, and it looks like I just got the record on the first one again. All right. Soft guitar. You're not kidding. You can do it. Yeah, the People's Champion, just not me usually. Oh, my gosh. One after another. Oh my gosh. Mewtwo videos. Appreciate the follow. Z Tiger. Oh my. Wow, things got busy. Things got busy quick. We'll see how long this goes though. Alright. If all goes well, I should be getting up out of my seat in Quest for Glory 2 in the game at probably about 4:58. That's the plan. 4:58, 4:59 would be about it. Nice. Yeah, that first run is a little janky. We do that one. That is the any percent. All glitches are allowed, but the fastest way out of it is right through EGA. The only difference is we do not allow the stat glitch, so you will just see this as a vanilla game with a couple asterisks. I will not be beating almost any of the games except for this next one and Quest for Glory 4 with any sort of normalcy. We're going to be using as many chances as we can to get out of this game as fast as possible. Here we go. Okay, got my save file. Let's go over here, get it into Quest for Glory 2, kick on the game. Everything goes into Magic. Magic solves all problems. And about 458, right, what I figured. Alright, I gotta keep my eyes off chat for a few minutes as we keep going over on this side. If I click out of the window, the game really freaks out. It does not like me clicking out of the window. It slows everything down, and on top of that, it's just not good form, so gotta exchange our money first. This is a big reason why we run the EGA version first, is because the EGA, if you export out of the VGA by glitching the game, it does not like what you've done, and it gives you like 3 gold coming into this game. But if you do it out of the original EGA, you're good to go. Switch over to the combination parser real quick, because we need to talk to Harik here. And now I'll switch back over to the point-and-click interface. Have to ask him about incense manually. Don't know why. I think it's only on the Fire Elemental day that he allows you to ask questions using the point-and-click interface. Now we've got the map, we can warp around the city, and now it's just a matter of sleeping. 3. Day 1. Or, I'm sorry, night 1. Night 2. This will be a lot of sleeping. We're going to skip a metric ton of this game. Night 3. Night 4. Night 5. I want to double check to make sure this is night 6. We're good. If I get hit by him, I am dead. Oh, that was so close. Oh, that was so close. I am importing with exceptionally low stats. I will die if I get hit by like pretty much anything. I wouldn't say a slight breeze could kill me, but it's not far off. Alright, first elemental down. Day 7. Day 8. Lots of sleeping. Day 9. This is the next one. Now we go talk to the wizard. We're going to buy all 4 spells from him that we need. He actually sells 5. We only need 4 of them to beat the game. Levitate. And I did barter a little bit. I will have exactly enough money. Force Bolt, Trigger, and Dazzle. That should do it, as long as I got him. Here we go. Elemental 2 down. Whoa! Clicked out of the window. Doesn't look like it affected. Day 10. Day 11. Day 12. Quest for Glory has a lot of options for how it can handle a lot of the puzzles. You can either force your way in if you have enough strength. If I'm good at throwing, I can throw dirt in, or I can levitate and drop dirt in. Either way works. Got what I need from him. I'm going to do a safety save here, which I normally wouldn't do, but we're going to build up some fire spell here. Go for a quick kill. You can quick kill him depending on how this works. Didn't work that time. Doesn't seem to be automatic, but sometimes if you spam Q as you're getting up, you will get the opportunity to kill him quickly. Now we're going to take a step back before throwing our fire dust. He's dead. That's number 2, or 3 down. We have one more elemental, the elemental of water. He shows up on the next day. And you already have everything you need built in by the time you get to him to kill him. Day 14. Oh. Here I am clicking out of the window again. Going too fast, but it doesn't look like it's affected it. Day 15. Alright, now we're heading to Razir. And the cats will come and wake me up. The reason we run this version, there are some skips that we can use in the EGA that will let us to skip even killing the elementals. I mean, we can warp around the city and actually get over to Razir pretty quickly. But the next city, Razir, is where we have tons and tons and tons of time save. There's like 6 minutes of auto-scrolling, 5-6 minutes of auto-scrolling, depending on your class, that you can't get away from unless you're running the remake. So even though we can skip everything in the first city, it's faster in the EGA. It's faster to run a remake overall, even doing all the quests. Glad you're liking it, Zio. Macaroche, yes, if you think 10 minutes we're already going to get through this, wait till you see at the end of Quest for Glory 3. We should be at about the 25-minute mark there. So about 15 minutes and we should actually be done the third game. As long as I don't screw up Quest for Glory 2. You didn't see earlier, Joe's a voice actor for 70... Oh, Claude from Fire Emblem Three Houses, okay. Bumblebee and... Alright, Joe, I appreciate that. Celebrity in the house. I really appreciate that. That's cool to know. I'm definitely going to take a look at that. Thanks for the info there, Mike. I did miss it earlier. Frumpy McD, good to see you. I had no idea, and apparently a Quest for Glory fan. Either that or he picked me at random. Either way, I appreciate it. Big QFG nerd. Okay. Alright, that's good to know. Nice. Right place, right time. I wasn't even going to stream today. It just worked out. Did not rest. That was my fault. I'm going to try to do this right here. Alright, it's not a big deal. Did things a little out of order. Gotta click on him. Gotta click on that cup. If you don't click on the cup, you die. Ideally, I would have rested before I came into this place. And now we are running up to watch the guy that we just walked away from get arrested. I'm holding the escape key if you're wondering how I'm skipping past all that dialogue. In the remake, if you hit escape, you skip dialogue really fast. Another reason that it's faster to run this version. Gotta give her the close. We do not have X-ray glasses. I have no intention of getting Twitch banned. And now, just gonna take our visa, and we are gonna run away. You can wait there. If you wait about 10 to 15 seconds, you will get picked up by the police and moved to the next area. It is a little bit faster to go this way. And now we are on our way to prison. Make sure you click on the thing, grab your stuff, and we are out the door, over this way, and now we have been captured by Disney's Jafar. Just to be clear, this movie actually predated Disney's Aladdin by 2 years. I am going to do some safety saves, something I normally wouldn't be doing right now since we have a little bit of a larger audience. You can die very easily if you don't spam the click button there to get across the water. This is probably the most frequent place I lose a run, is in this room. Stop there. Alright. Okay, that worked out okay. Type in Solomon, get ourselves through the door. By the way, you see me taking health potions there. 2 health potions will fill me back up to full health. I need 20 points of health in order to fall down, and I think I have like something like 25 max health. So any little bit of damage will probably end up killing me there if I'm not at full life. Alright, we've been betrayed. What a surprise. Two, 6, and teleport. Run down. We are going to dazzle. Open the door. Safety save again, for reasons. Jump down, stab the guy. Plunging attack. And over we go. And he's done. Okay. Dagger trick, that's true. That dagger trick only works in the remake. By the way, follow David TKI also if you're interested in Quest for Glory runs. He runs Shovel Knight also. He just ran the Quest for Glory series over here at GDQ. Great runner. Great runner. Does the 100% of the series, something I don't do. Yeah, in the original game, if you get to that room, you either have to fight him with the sword and shield or you have to use the calm spell. If you get in there somehow without it, you're soft-locked. Yeah, the 100% runs are definitely a little bit longer. I'm an any percent guy. I do those categories. But as you can see, we are now out of Quest for Glory. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I just beat the games. I don't care who doesn't get saved in the meantime. Or whatever, yeah, exactly. What David's referencing there is that this points in Quest for Glory 3, there's no way to get maximum points unless you're a fighter that's moving over to Paladin. There's glitches in the game and misprogrammings that prevented that. Present company. Nice. Frumpy McD. It is good to see you again, Frumpy. Yes, any percent means I don't care about saving people. I am literally just trying to go from game to game to game. And by the way, if you stick around to Quest for Glory 5, we beat it in under 6 minutes. Quest for Glory 5 is usually the longest. Alright. Now we are going to export our character, and I'm going to take him over to Quest for Glory 3. Okay, gotta... Quest for Glory 3, and load it up. And there we have it. Whoops, hit the wrong button. That's some time loss. Gotta click in somewhere. That's unfortunate. Play game, import character. I named it 0.save so it would be up at the top so I can just hit enter. And now we're just inputting everything into Magic again, because if you're used to this game, I am not going to be playing it standard. Yes. This game usually took about something like 19 minutes normally, if everything was going fast, until David discovered a glitch that is definitely going to get us out a little bit faster. I'll show you speed, and here we go. We are running right out of town. We don't need to buy anything, we just need to pass time right now. What I'm waiting for here is like to not have random encounters. It looks like we are getting lucky here today. Sometimes I can get a random encounter at night, sometimes I'll have a cameo appearance by the Earth Pig. It looks like we are going to get exceptionally lucky today. Alright, I am now using the arrow keys to run off screen. While I am running off screen, this prevents any RNG encounters. Sometimes I'll get a false encounter like that, but the nice thing is that there's no monsters that are going to attack me because I'm running off screen. The way that you do that is you use the arrow keys. You just go over to the edge and start using the arrow keys. Okay, and once you move around enough, you will waste time enough to the point where it's the next day. No Arnie, no monsters. So far, things are going well. Yeah, and 10 minutes is about right for Quest for Glory 2. Okay, we're going to right-click our way through this, and swear an oath, not swear an oath, doesn't matter. We're going to stare at ourselves. If you ever play this game, do this sequence, stare at yourself. It's really funny. I am going to attempt to do a glitch here that David discovered. Notice we're following him. We're up here at the top, and it looks like it worked. Okay, nice. What I just did was I took control of the caravan. Normally this is an auto-sequenced area. You move directly over to the town, but there is a 1-frame window where you can, well, 1 or 2 frame. We're not exactly sure how fast it is, but either way, we can take control of the caravan, and once we take control of the caravan, monsters stop, time stops in the air, but most of all, we're set to following someone. When you're set to following somebody, you can now go to the 4th screen. Oh, this is a nuts glitch. It gets better, because what happens is we go to the 4th screen, and we are automatically set to being following the monkey. And this is the start of the end game. We are already headed to the end of the game. This is a mega skip. Easily took 10-15 minutes off the run. Easily took 10-15 minutes off the run when it was discovered. It was like 3 years ago now, or 2 or 3 years ago, David. Something like that. Alright, we need to talk to him about the Lost City. And since we have magic, we actually have everything we need in order to make it through. The only one that we can't glitch our way out of, and this is nuts, the only game we can't glitch our way out of is Quest for Glory 4. And it had the reputation of being the most glitchy whenever it was released, and it has been the most resilient. There's only one way to quickly beat it, and that is in disc version 1.0, and it's a really janky setup I won't go into right here. I hope he does get to see the VOD of this stream. Alright, so let's see here. We're going to use a grapnel. Notice we don't have a rope attached to it, but the game thinks we do because you're not supposed to be able to get here without a rope of some sort. I'll send them. Nice. Now, this is a automatic encounter. It's a scripted encounter. You can't get away from it unless you set yourself to levitating and then run away. That breaks the encounter script, and now we are past that. Otherwise, you have to wait and run off screen, or wait and get into the encounter and then run away. But that's the fastest way to get past that. Levitate up, levitate down, run away. Okay, monkey's gone. I'm glad that Joe likes it. I mean, Quest for Glory 4 is my favorite of the games. Here we go. We're going to use Fetch to get a diamond that's up in that eye, or a gem of some sort. We're going to now use it on the door and run inside. The developers, if you made it to this place, did not want you to be able to softlock yourself to death. It was a new, nicer, more pleasant Sierra. A lot of things can go wrong here if I don't play this right. This combat is unavoidable because I do not have the... Dispel Potion. Normally you would be using a Dispel Potion to get past this screen. However, I am very underleveled. My stats have come over pretty much as somebody who came out of Quest for Glory 1. I did no grinding, which means that this guy will probably one-shot me. Luckily, by using Flame Dart and alternating between attacks, we can lock him in a stun lock that will not allow him to actually hit me. And as long as I get a couple extra dagger hits in here, even with my weak as heck weapon use skill, I'll be able to beat him. This guy used to be the run blocker for me. Turns out to not be so bad as long as you just take your time. And now he's low enough that I am just going to spam Flame Dart until he's dead. And there he is. Good. Yeah, going back and forth, you'll be able to do that. Once he's low enough, I'll just be able to figure out Flame Darts. Now it's an unavoidable cutscene. Interestingly enough, before the demon fight starts, you can unlock your character and run around this room if you cast a spell like Trigger. Unfortunately, I can't make it through the door. It seems as if the trigger to the next room is part of the script after you beat the guy. So there's no way to skip that fight unless you have the Dispel Potion, which takes way too long to actually make it. That demon fight is only like a minute long if things go right. I do have one more glitch for this sequence, and it is in the last room of the game. I will be running off screen and then all over the world. It's pretty neat. It's pretty neat glitch. But we just got to get past this unskippable cutscene right now. I think I did it with 1, and then you told me it could be 2, David. And I think you perfected it, but that was my way of figuring out a way to not die at that guy. Before, whenever we got started on that fight, all it was flame darts, and I would always run out. It was the quickest way to get yourself frustrated is to try to throw yourself against that demon. And if you really want to get frustrated against the demon, play it as a fighter doing the any percent, because you have another fight immediately after it, which is not fun. Our character is very, very weak right now. And because this is a mirror match, and you're not supposed to fight this, all I need to do is wait for him to attack me once. The thief should come out of the back and backstab him, and he kicks me out of the fight. This doesn't always work for me. We'll see how it goes. Will I get it on first try? No, I will not. Okay. Luckily, there's an autosave here, where I can keep spamming it until I get it. There it goes. Watch. Now we are running all over the top of the screen. We're going to go exactly to where we need to do the final action. And Quest for Glory 3 is done at about the 25-minute mark. And we are heading into Quest for Glory 4 at the 25. I have my scripts automatically set up to take us into Quest for Glory 4 after this game. Because the remake of Quest for Glory 2 does not doesn't play nice with the other ones, it doesn't run through DOSBox, we can't just run one script through. Otherwise, the transfers would be a lot faster. And part of the speed of the collection any percent run is going through one after another and doing the transfers. You can save whole minutes just doing the transfers. Okay, gonna quit. Should be coming up here. And here we go, Quest for Glory 4. By the way, all these versions that I'm running, except for Quest for Glory 1, are the GOG releases. So if you go on Good Old Games or even go on Steam, you can play these versions and do all the same skips I'm doing. They're very easy to go. By the way, there's a link to the Discord for the Quest for Glory speedrunning Discord. We've got a good 100 members in there, and a lot of people. We're a really friendly community that loves to get people involved in this game. No matter what version of the game you have, we got something there, and we're also a very good repository of what actually goes on in the series. So, we gotta grab what we need here, and then run. Now, there's no real way to skip Quest for Glory 4, so you will actually see me beat this legitimately, but it'll be routed in the way that we believe is the fastest. You will see some glitches, though, like in this one. In this screen, you can actually hit Shift-W, and you can use a developer key code that will cast Fetch that will actually break the script. Now time is stopped. Time will resume at some point, however, what I'm going to do is rest 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're set. What that's going to do is allow me to skip the entire first day, because your mouse movements with resting are one of the biggest places that you will lose time on this run. Okay. Another thing is that we're not... While we have some major points of the routing down, we each do our own little optimizations, and we're not exactly sure what the fastest optimizations are. Because this is a 30-minute game, we're still playing around with what the optimizations look like. Alright, I'm going to run into this room here, which is going to prevent a glitch happening from later on. By the way, this game could crash on me at some points. It doesn't happen super often, but it's also not... I wouldn't call it rare either. Now we're going to buy everything we need for the run. We already have enough money. Two cloves of garlic, some candy, pie pan, and rations until I have 1 crown left. Again, mouse movements are key in this. Most of my time is lost through mouse. Okay, here we go. Hey, Phoenix, how you doing? Whoops, talk to the old man, you have to. And now I'm just going to hit the question mark to skip most of the puzzles. I will do some of them because they're required, or because actually completing the puzzle is a little faster. Yeah, Hims and Oz his way. That is exactly what's going to happen. Okay, we're going to hit the question mark a bunch of times. You can skip most puzzles in the game that way. Bait the trap, wait for the Antwerp to come out. He should reach the top of his... There we go, got the puzzle. We're going to pass our way through this way. And now this is one that we have to do correctly. It's real easy, just make it look like a keyhole.
Great.
Dr. Cranium. Ladies and gentlemen, the good doctor. Magic. Science. We need 3 flasks. 1, 2, 3. Do I have 3? Yes, I do. Want to make sure. Now, this is one of the places where some of our routes diverge. I'm going to rest here until night. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. One of the reasons that we have to rest as often as we do is that there's some events that don't happen until day 5. Once day 5 hits... Oh, always meant to ask how much time is saved by buying the garlic, picking it up at the inn. A lot, because we use pretty much all the garlic before we even need it. And if you don't use the garlic ahead of time, you will, you can only pick up 1 clove. Anyway, certain events only happen at day 5, so we have to do them in a right order. So optimizing when you're resting, when you're sleeping through the night is very important. All right. We have the glide spell, so we learned it from Dr. Cranium. Now we can go through the swamp at light speed, and I'm going to cast this. Should take about 22, 23 times, depending on how much my Flame Dart skill has gone up. Should have been 22 times if I counted that correctly. Slide over here. This puzzle is completable. If you just click over on the side, you'll beat it, and you will get the points for it, too. So now we need to rest 12 times. 2, 3, 4... 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's coincidence that it brought me up to exactly perfect health. The reason we need 12 is because we need to be at night now, because now the will-o-wisps are over here. I'm going to get out some candy. We're going to lure them over to the shore. I'm going to put them in a bottle. Head over to the next screen and use the will-o-wisps on the tower. Bring out the Avuzel sign. 1, A, V, O, O, Z, L. And the reason you saw me waiting there is that if you go through that puzzle too fast, it won't register some of the hits or some of the letters, and then you have to redo the puzzle. So it's better to just wait a second in between each one. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to trigger this Wraith, which will reset the encounters in the woods. Now we're going to talk to the ghost. We need to get the ghost and his wife and her wife, or I'm sorry, her husband, who was the old man in the town, back together. Because we need his hat. And we're going to come here, and we're good to go. Okay. We're going to ask her name. She knows her name now. We know her name now. We're going to come up here, trigger another Wraith, which resets the encounters again. Katrina will be up here. This is more of one of those things that we have to kind of go through, or at least I do, on the route that I take. Oh, climb over gate. And sleep until morning. Oh, don't worry, I'm going to skip most of the dialogue with the sad ghost thing again. We just finished this part. Is this the part where you get that? Okay, the hat. We're going to get that on night 6, I believe. Okay, here we go. Up here. Tell about the ghost wife. He's going to wander into the forest, which is the heroic thing to do. Send an old man into the forest unaccompanied to meet his ghost wife and ultimately his doom. But it is a nice reunion scene, so... This is one where I will do the puzzle because it's only 3 motions here, and you get through. You have to visit Dr. Cranium on the 3rd night, or on the 3 different days. On the 3rd day is whenever he has the epiphany for the rehydration solution, which is one of the major, copyright protections in this game. So we're going to rest outside his door until it's the next day. And we will get a warning. I don't have to count this. I just need to focus on clicking correctly. It'll say, you're getting tired. You rest 60 more minutes, and then it's the next day. You're getting tired is pretty much the sign for midnight. There it was. And now we're in. Okay. Oop. Rehydration solution, desert bricks. Okay, which is earth, fire, earth, fire. Earth, fire, earth, fire, water. There's 26 different codes. You get them pretty much anywhere. I also created a patch that will skip those puzzles entirely. Now we need to go handle the monastery. Use the Dark One sign, you can get in. That is the fastest way. Followed by restoring the Domovoy over here with the rehydration solution. We're going to give Hector the hexapod, a piece of garlic, which allows us into the basement. And then we are going to tap the cask of Amontillado, which is going to bring us into a dreamlike state where we can witness the end of the world. And that poor blackbird never actually does get saved. It is necessary for the points in the 100% run. Thief 100% run, interestingly enough, does not use any magic, and magic tends to be something that really makes these games go fast. Especially if you're importing, because the open spell is broken. Open is like that wonder spell that just makes things work. Especially anything past like Quest for Glory 2, open just wins. Open is the win button. Okay, here we go. We are on our way out, and now we need to levitate up to our room that we have not bought, by the way. Interestingly enough, we come out of this door and we go down. Nobody asks questions. We just pay for our room and go right back in. It's after midnight, so all these people should be asleep, but that scripted first encounter there, whenever we leave again, brings up the Domovoy. Now, we already have done everything for him. We're just going to talk to him twice and grab the doll, which is a key for the end of the game. They do stare quite suspiciously at you, and those guys in the back corner, voice acting in this game is spot on. So funny. And most of their lines are ad-libbed, which is even better. Okay, now we are on day 5. This is where the real game begins. Part of the reason I do all that resting is so that I can get to day 5 instantly here. Now, technically, you can leave your room and go in and out and rest there. I think it's a little slower, or at least it does cause some other problems. Either way, it could actually be faster. That's one of the things that we have like those internal routing debates on. All right, here we go. We have saved the guy. Open spell opens up the tomb. We have to run back to town. We ran into Dimitri's office earlier to prevent this glitch on day 5 of him not showing up at the window. He has now told us that he has freed a gypsy that they suspected of killing the gravedigger, and now we are going to go talk to the gypsies because they love us now. And we got no encounters, which was awesome. A task of this I would love to see. I have bounties up on taskvideos.org under the bounties section. If anybody is interested in doing a tool-assisted run of this, I pay. I love this series. This is my favorite of the series, and this is the one I most want to see a tool-assisted run of, because I want to see this one broken. By the way, getting into the gypsy camp early would be one of the ways to break this game. A TSA of this game. We do our little dance here. And we move over to the next day. Now, we're not done with the gypsies yet. We have to go in and talk to them 2 more times to learn about a special spell. Arana, staff, destiny spell. That's a trigger to free the little girl later in the game, which you guys wouldn't be up to yet. At least it shouldn't be if you're still dealing with the hat. It's more likely than not that if you're dealing with the hat, Joe hasn't made it there yet. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 1 more just to be safe. There we go. If you remember your sad ghost, this is it. Look familiar? It is really cute. It is really cute. I just want his hat, though. So I'm going to click the hand on him, get the hat, and we are gone. I'm going to cast the Aura spell because I will be doing one combat in this run. Right there. Whoops. And we get an autosave here, which is good because sometimes this fight can crash. That was not good. Got him. Okay, that could have been a lot worse. That was definitely not my cleanest fight with him, though, but we made it out fairly quickly, all things considered. Ideally, you want to spin over to him twice, or sometimes even 4 times, and he will hit you, and you will end up exactly where you need to be. Right next to him, so you can just spam and stun lock him then. Spam, attack, and stun lock him. Okay, now we are going to use Set Hat. So if Joe hasn't figured this out yet, this is where you can tell him to go. Bones in the mortar. Grind it up. We are actually baking the pie that we know Baba Yaga wants ahead of time because it will skip some sequence. I'm taking notes, nice. This game, I agree, Coolio. This completely deserves it. Nice. Yeah, the Wraith is like one of those things that can scare you. You can actually beat it without the Aura spell. If you play it perfectly, you will win the fight. Not by much. You'll usually win by the skin of your teeth if you do win at all, but it's kind of RNG as to whether or not you can pull it off. Some people are better at combat, though, and I am not... The combat's usually where I struggle. Okay, we need to go in here one more time and get one more object from her. Notice we got a good humor bar for a gnome that we know nothing about. We're going to give her another piece of garlic here. And then we're going to get the Dark One Ritual, talk to ourselves, that gets us out, and we are done with Baba Yaga. Let's go up to the castle now. Luckily the castle's not too far. We shouldn't hit any RNG encounters. Looks like we're good. I'm going to queue up the open spell because we need it here. Click through. We are now heading into the crypt. B-O-R-G-O-V, spelling Borgov out in colors, gets you into the crypt. Took some time to reset my motion to running. Now, one of the things I will be doing before I finish up in the castle here is training my open spell up, because if you do not have at least 50 in your spell skills, heading into Quest for Glory 5, you will lose spells. So even if it's at 49, you're done. You lose the open spell, and we need the open spell to beat the game as fast as we do. Just give you an idea, the record on Quest for Glory 5 with the route that I'm going to be using in this, the record is 5 minutes and 4 seconds. From clicking the start button to start the game on Quest for Glory 5 till you accept to become the king or refuse the throne. Todd Rogers. I was just watching that earlier today. Yesterday, actually. Have to wait for the open spell here until the animation's done. This room is a little janky. I'm going to train open up in the next room. Luckily, you can just kind of cast it on nothing. Notice my mana went down really far. I would have just rested once and I would have had enough. Poor little girl. We're going to give her a doll to make her feel better. Technically, it's her doll to begin with. And tell her about Arana's staff. And this is how you get her out of here. But you needed to learn about the Destiny spell, and you needed to tell her, have the doll. Those are the 2 prerequisites in order to get to this scene, which is part of what triggers the end game. Correct. The tool-assisted runs were done by C-Square, and he found out some amazing stuff on both of them that led to skips in other games also, which is really cool. Definitely check out those tool-assisted runs. Quest for Glory 1 is finished in like 47 seconds. Alright, now we gotta talk to the gnome. We are pretty much headed into the end game now. There's a little bit left to do. Very little, though. We're just clearing up some extra points of interest here. So we need 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now we need to go in there and talk to him one more time, because then is whenever we give him the good humor bar, which cures him of his bad funnies, and then he also teaches us the ultimate spell. And the ultimate spell is one of the triggers for the endgame. The ultimate joke, I should say. Not the ultimate spell, the ultimate joke. Okay. Sleep until morning. Should be a note on the chest. Notes on the chest. And this is the last day of the game. So we were heading out. Oh yeah, we're almost done. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Sometimes night does not transition on the first screen transition, and we need it to be night in order to talk to Adavis, who was in the second game, who we sent over a cliff, if you remember, or a palace palace balcony. He's back as a vampire. And he has caught us in a trap. We're now in the dungeon. We're going to use the open spell to open our chains. Click on the hand, come over, set to running, back to hand. That way you run down the stairs rather than walk. It is faster. We're going to use the mouth on Katrina to talk to her to wake her up. That way we can skip a couple extra clicks. And now it's just a matter of talking to her 3 times. We're going to defend our actions, or whatever it happens to land on. It really doesn't matter too much. Say whatever it is. The 3rd time she asks us to agree, we agree to help. She kidnaps us out, kicks us out. By the way, whenever you teleport, you can actually walk through this area. There's no geometry there, which is really neat. So you can actually run up to the castle at that point. And now we are at the end game. There are some things in the endgame that are not necessary, so if you you will see us, you'll see me glitch out quite a number of things in here. Interesting thing is that even though we start the game in the last area, we can't glitch the final game room. We just can't glitch our way in. Alright, we're going to come over here and walk across. By the way, you do not need to beat him down there. You do not need to beat the pit horror. You do not need to get his journal. Completely unnecessary. The game assumes you do if you make it into the last run. We're going to run, put the torch in the sconce, flip out, and now we are heading into the next puzzle. I have to switch ourselves back to running in almost every single one of these rooms. The rituals go in order that you are supposed to use them in, so you don't have to worry about remembering which scroll is which. They all kind of look the same, just go in order. Correct. I will pay out. I have a $300 bounty for anybody who can find a way to break this game and take off a sizable chunk. I love this series so much, that's why I love to break it. And I've been looking for years, so if somebody has some scripting experience or tasking experience, love to have you aboard. Had a V-block, nice. Alright. Gotta blow into these holes here in the right order. We're going to click the hand over at the door, which will move us over, and then just keep clicking, and it will take us out of the room. If you don't pay attention in this next area, you will miss it. Done. First puzzle. All you need to do is click the ritual at the bottom and at where the altar is, and you can skip that entire last room. And we're in the last room of the game. This was a smooth run. I will say this. This felt like a smooth run. Nice. Like lakes. Kind of looked like that, too. Never thought about that. Hated those guys. Always ate my shield as a kid. I'm torn as to what the fastest actions are to beat this room are, so... Really, it's just a matter of hitting the plus button, bringing your things up, casting the ultimate joke, bringing out the staff with the tab key. If you're wondering how I'm opening up my inventory, I'm using the tab key. That brings up inventory, and escape closes the inventory. This is the only game that allows you to do both. Most games will either allow you to escape out of your inventory with the escape key, or tap into it with the tab. And we are done Quest for Glory at exactly 50 minutes even. Now I have to bring up my actual screen, so you will get to see my desktop here. Quest for Glory 5 does not like to play very well with transitions here, so.
The save character file.
Okay, we've got the save character file up. Let's head over to Quest for Glory 4, grab our Shadows save, Quest for Glory 5, imports, there. There we have it, Quest for Glory 5. Looks like things are working. We're going to hold the space bar, which does allow us to skip all texts. Oh, I appreciate the sub. Give me a minute and I'll... Oh, thank you very much. These are the only spells we need to beat the game. That is a great position. Cast the open spell to get ourselves in. Now we are going to cast Frostbite at a wall. And if you heard that sound of the points being awarded, what we did was we killed somebody that is in the wall that with an area of effect spell. And killing this character triggers the events of the end game. So we are now headed to beat the game already. Skipping literally about 40-50 minutes worth of content. Quest for Glory 5 is divisive. This is the one that kind of... I want to say it divided the community. That's a little too harsh. Everybody wanted this game. And they were happy with that they got this game. But I think people would have loved it in a more classic style. Alright, here we go. And this is the final scene before we head over to the last island and go to fight our way through a castle, or a mansion and a dragon. Yeah, this is a nuts skip. This is a nuts skip.
Prince, I will...
Here we go. This part can get a little janky, so I'm going to be focusing here for just a second. I'm going to queue up the open spell, and then I'm going to use the dazzle spell with my hotkey 5 to leave that guy in the dust. I'm going to come over this way, towards the door, cast Calm, which stops all combat, opens up the gate, walk right through as close as I can to the door, cast Open again, and we're in. First part done. Okay, I cast Calm in here to stop the enemies from moving. As I get to the top of the stairs, the Calm spell will wear off, but I cast Open at the bottom, which will set me on an auto pace over to the door, and I don't really have to worry about moving around this room. Once I cast the spell and I start moving, I can move over to the trigger spell. I'm going to hold the space bar to get through any dialogue, which will interrupt spells. I'm going to cast Trigger on this thing over here. I'm going to get all the things in here, cast the Wind spell, which is the Frostbite spell. And now, we're going to the dragon. Correct.
You think you have won, do you? You are mistaken.
Yeah, this was super clean. Yes, we are at the last fight.
Destroy everything and you both will die.
By the way, thank you for the sub. I appreciate that. It's always appreciated.
When it breaks, The Dark Dragon will rise to
This has
destroy
been a really
all
clean run.
Samaria. If I cannot rule what is rightfully mine, then I shall destroy it.
You cannot stop me. No one can stop me. I am your doom. The only thing that can stop him is the floor and gravity. He's so good. Appreciate it. Alright, here we go. Now we need to search his body, search the Minotaur's body. And once we do that, it triggers the end game here, and we've been teleported over to the dragon. We're going to ask him to help with the pillar. We're going to ask him to help with the pillar. I'm going to come over down here to said pillar. That actually went really smooth. Let's not screw this part up. I'm going to start casting Frostbite on the dragon from downtown over here. I'm going to turn around so I don't kill him. Use every single potion I have here, bringing him down really low in life so I can hopefully get a quick kill in the next section. I do not think that this is going to be a record, though. 56:02 is my record right now, and even though this felt cleaner, there were some things in Quest for Glory 2 that didn't go as fast.
Let's destroy.
She talks, that ruins things. I'm going to cast the Frostbite spell up here. Dragon's dead. Oh, it might. We might do it. Didn't even need the pause buffer. Yes, you can pause and Frostbite will work. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Behold,
Sub 56, first time. We got it. Thank you, David. Appreciate that, David. Whew, that was a smooth Quest for Glory 4. That is what I have been looking for with Sub 56. The first time we broke an hour, it felt great. First time it went, in fact, the second time I broke an hour, it went down like sub 50, it went 57. It was really close. We're getting just that much. I saw you sub again, I appreciate, oh, I am Coolio. You appreciate that, man. This was good. I didn't think we were going to be there because I saw it going into the 55 second as we were transitioning. That's usually not a good sign. You did raid on a good night. There was any percent world record at the beginning of this on Quest for Glory 1. It was a 1 minute 10 second. It took a second off the time. Never did that before. And then to have it just as everything was coming up, like that is really cool. Yes, 2 records in one run. Been having a good couple times, a good couple stuff here.